Take it slow. Put your coffee cup up on the highest shelf. I've been practicing how to be by myself. The floorboards still remember how you used to walk. The kitchen walls still echo with the way we talk. I watch the winter creeping up along the glass, waiting for the heavy aching part to pass. But every time I think I finally reached the shore, the tide comes in and pulls me out a little more. And I'm just an anchor in the deep, sinking in the promises we couldn't keep. You were the surface, you were the light. Now I'm just falling through the middle of the night, trying to let go, trying to breathe. But you're the ocean underneath. Covered up in dust and scattered in the snow. It's funny how the future turns into the past, how the things we swear are permanent just never last. I tell my friends I'm doing better every day, I smile and I nod and watch them walk away. But the truth is I'm just treading water in the dark, trying to restart a frozen heart. And I'm just an anchor in the deep, sinking in the promises we couldn't keep. You were the surface, you were the light. Now I'm just falling through the middle of the night, trying to let go, trying to breathe. But you're the ocean underneath. Hold my breath, count to 10, tell myself I'll never love again. But the water rushes in and I say your name. No matter where I run, it's all the same. It's all the letting go. And I'm keeping all the windows locked tight, counting shadows in the middle of the night. It's not the big things that cut through the skin, it's the coffee mug you left, the state that it's in. Just a space where a habit used to be. Now it's just the room, and it's just me. Oh, the cold coffee rings on the wooden grain, a permanent mark like a slow drip rain. I can't bring myself to wipe them away. They're the only pieces of you that choose to stay. Yeah, love is a mess that we couldn't keep clean. stacked by the door. I don't even remember what we fought for. The dust is settling on the things that you touched. I guess I'm just holding on a little too much. Every corner is a trap, every hallway a maze. I'm just losing track of these empty days. All the cold coffee rings on the wooden grate, a permanent mark like a slow drip rain. I can't bring myself to wipe them away. They're the only pieces of you that choose to stay. Yeah, love is a mess that we couldn't keep clean. Now I'm just living in the static of a faded sea. Cold coffee rings, just a mark left in the dark. The city glows in neon lines of blue, but none of them can lead me back to you. I'm walking through the subterranean transit lines, reading the static on the glowing plastic signs. My chest is heavy like an engine block, counting down the seconds on a digital clock. I try to feel a flicker of the warmth we had, but the system's broken and the signal's bad. And I'm just cold iron in a concrete room, rusting away in the midnight gloom. You took the battery, you cut the wire, left me freezing by a dead end fire. And I'm just cold iron, sinking low with nowhere still moving. I am absolutely, completely hollow. I am walking perfectly still through the absolute center of this frozen land, watching the heavy gray shadows entirely bury the reach of my hand. I try to entirely feel the warmth of the life that I used to know, but the sudden freezing realization is that I have absolutely nowhere to go. I trace the cold, pale skin of my arm entirely down to the bone, knowing the absolute terrifying truth that I am forever alone. I listen to the hollow echo entirely bounce off the broken sky, watching the absolute death of a man who is entirely learning to die. And I'm a dead man walking here, entirely lost in the gray, a devastating proof that the spirit has completely withered away. I am completely stranded in this isolated, freezing hollow space, watching the absolute death of the ghost of my own face. There is absolutely no way to feel the pulse on the side. Yeah, the chasm of the end is completely deep and wide. Dead man walking here. I trace the completely jagged edges entirely across my heavy soul, knowing that the absolute apathy has taken its final toll. Our future was once the only completely solid architecture that I found, but now this heavy, empty wreckage is entirely burying the sound. I try to entirely spark the connection with a desperate, heavy plea, but the sudden freezing realization is that there is nothing left in me. You completely walked away from the rubble without a single turning look, and ended the absolute final chapter of our completely ruined book. 'Cause I'm a dead man walking here, entirely lost in the gray, a devastating proof that the spirit has completely withered away. I am completely stranded in this isolated, freezing hollow space, watching the absolute death of the ghost of my own face. There is absolutely no way to feel the pulse on the side. Yeah, the chasm of the end is completely deep and wide. Dead man walking here.
I am completely suffocating in this heavy industrial hollow void. Every single absolute capacity to suffer is entirely destroyed. I cannot completely reassemble the pieces of this terrifying, heavy dark, and I am absolutely failing to ignite the absolute final spark.
The life is completely gone. I'm a dead man walking here, entirely lost in the gray, a devastating proof that the spirit has completely withered away. I am completely stranded in this isolated, freezing hollow space, watching the absolute death of the ghost of my own face. There is absolutely no way to feel the pulse on the side. Yeah, the chasm of the end is completely deep and wide. Dead man walking here, just entirely moving in the stillness, The nerve is completely dead now. You are absolutely gone. Dead man walking here. Can you hear it? The city moves at midnight, but I am standing still, watching all the streetlights blur against my windowsill. I'm tracing every shadow where you used to lie, collecting all the reasons that we had to say goodbye. The apartment is an ocean, and I'm drowning in the deep, tangled in the promises we swore we'd always keep. And oh, it's the gravity of you pulling me down, a satellite in orbit above this quiet town. That ended up a crash. Now I'm just a wanderer in the echo and the ash. I find your old sweater in the back of the closet shelf. It smells like the morning when you still loved yourself. I'm packing up the remnants of the life we didn't build, haunted by the spaces that we never got fulfilled. I'm learning how to breathe again, but the air is much too thin, tangled in the wires where the ending did begin. And oh, it's the gravity of you pulling me down, a satellite in orbit above this quiet town. I love you like a desert loves the unexpected rain, but every drop you gave me only turned to bitter pain. We were a masterpiece that ended up a crash. Now I'm just a wanderer in the echo and the ash. I could burn the whole place down to find a single spark. I could scream your name until I'm screaming in the dark. But the bridge is broken and the current's much too wide, and there's nowhere left for this lonely heart to hide. Ash, it's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Can you hear it? I'm tracing circles on the frost of the window pane, trying to draw the map of us before the change. You're a frequency I'm trying to tune into, but the signal's broken and I'm losing you. The apartment is quite too big for just one, living in the shadow of what we had begun. And now I'm just listening to the echoes and the static, see your face in every stranger in the crowd. I try to say your name, but it's never loud. The world is rushing forward, but I'm standing still, watching as the winter turns the love to chill. I kept the little things, the ticket stubs and keys, just a collection of the ghosts I'm never gonna freeze. And now I'm just listening to the echoes and the static. Loving you was great, and losing you was tragic. We were a symphony, we were a work of art. Now I'm just the rhythm of a missing part. Oh, the silence is a weight that I can't ignore, living in the space where you don't live anymore. Maybe we were cosmic, maybe we were meant to burn. Maybe losing you was just a lesson I have yet to learn. I'm pulling at the edges, I'm screaming at the stars, trying to hide the beauty of these never-ending stars. Just echoes in the static, fading away. Can you hear it? The table is covered in glass, the room is spinning just a little. My chest feels exactly the same. I'm sitting perfectly still in the neon glow of this corner booth, pouring another heavy shot to entirely swallow the bitter truth. I told the bartender to leave the heavy bottle right here on the wood, hoping the amber liquid would completely do what it said it could. I try to entirely wash away the beautiful ghost of your face, but every single drop just pulls me deeper into this freezing place. I listen to the jukebox entirely play a sad and heavy song, wondering exactly where this completely broken heart went wrong. And I have empty bottles and an empty heart, entirely drowning in the glass, watching the absolute wreckage of our heavy history past. I am completely stranded on this isolated, freezing heavy stool, playing the absolute part of a completely broken, lonely fool. There is absolutely no escaping what is on the inside. Yeah, the bottom of the bottle is completely deep and wide. Empty bottles, empty heart. I trace the completely wet rings entirely across the heavy bar, remembering the absolute warmth of when we were wishing on a star. Your laughter was once the only completely sweet intoxication I knew, but now this heavy burning whiskey is absolutely standing in for you. I try to entirely numb the heavy pain single turning look, and left my absolute devotion entirely burning in this heavy book. 'Cause I have empty bottles and an empty heart, entirely drowning in the glass, watching the absolute wreckage of our heavy history pass. I am completely stranded on this isolated, freezing heavy stool, playing the absolute part of a completely broken, lonely fool. There is absolutely no escaping what is on the inside. Yeah, the bottom of the bottle is completely deep and wide. Empty bottles, empty heart. Empty bottles, empty heart. I am completely suffocating in this heavy whiskey-soaked void. Every single absolute tomorrow we ever planned is completely destroyed. I cannot completely erase you from this terrifying, heavy mind, and I am absolutely leaving mine completely shattered. So behind the memory is completely alive. I have empty bottles and an empty heart, entirely drowning in the glass, watching the absolute wreckage of our heavy history pass. I am completely stranded on this isolated, freezing heavy stool, playing the absolute part of a completely broken, lonely fool. There is absolutely no escaping what is on the inside. Yeah, the bottom of the bottle is completely deep and wide. Empty bottles, empty heart, just entirely pouring one last round. The glass is completely empty now. You are absolutely still here. Empty bottles, empty heart. Empty bottles, empty heart. The edges are becoming soft, the colors are turning into smoke. I am absolutely, finally vanishing. I am walking perfectly still through the absolute center of this empty hall, watching the heavy gray shadows entirely stretch against the wall. I try to entirely reach out to hold on to the shape of the day, but the sudden freezing realization is that it is absolutely drifting away. I trace the cold pale outline entirely of where I used to stand, waiting for a single small tether that I absolutely cannot command. I listen to the hollow echo entirely bounce off the broken glass, watching the absolute death of the ghost of the life that I let pass. And I have faded out of view, entirely lost in the gray. A devastating proof that the connection is completely withered away. I am completely stranded in this isolated, freezing, shimmering space, watching the absolute death of the ghost. faded out of view. I traced the completely jagged edges entirely across my heavy soul, knowing that the absolute tragedy has taken its final toll. Our future was once the only completely solid architecture that I found, but now this heavy, empty silence is entirely burying the sound. I try to entirely whisper a question into the freezing midnight air, but the sudden freezing realization is that I am absolutely not even there. You completely turned your back without a single turning look, and ended the absolute final chapter of our completely ruined book. 'Cause I have faded out of you, entirely lost in the grave. A devastating proof that the connection has completely withered away. I am completely stranded in this isolated, freezing, shimmering space, watching the absolute death of the ghost of my own face. There is absolutely no way to stay in the light on the side. Yeah, the chasm of the disappearance is completely deep and wide. Faded out of view. I am completely suffocating in this heavy atmosphere, eternal void. Every single absolute promise we ever whispered is completely destroyed. I cannot completely claw my way back into the terrifying heavy light, and I am absolutely failing to hide the absolute bleeding side. The presence is completely gone. Entirely lost in the grave. A devastating proof that the connection has completely withered away. I am completely stranded in this isolated, freezing, shimmering space, watching the absolute death of the ghost of my own face. There is absolutely no way to stay in the light on the side. Yeah, the chasm of the disappearance is completely deep and wide. Faded out of view, just entirely waiting for the end. The image is completely blurry now. You are absolutely never leaving. Faded out of view. Faded out of view. It doesn't fit anymore. I'm sweeping up the pieces of the portrait that we made, watching all the colors of our history start to fade. Every jagged edge is a secret that I keep, a promise made in whispers when the house was fast asleep. You said we were unbreakable, a diamond in the rough, but I guess the pressure of the years was just too much. And now we're just fragments of glass on the floor, reflecting the light that we don't have anymore. I'm scared to walk forward, I'm scared to look back, staring at the web of every single crack. Oh, we were beauty, a sharp, cold design. Now I'm just cutting my hands on what was once mine. a shadow in the middle of the crowd, but you're a ghost of a version that I haven't seen in years. Just a salt-stained memory drowning in my tears. I'm learning how to stand without the support of your grace, while looking at the emptiness you left in every space. And now we're just fragments of glass on the floor, reflecting the light that we don't have anymore. I'm scared to walk forward, I'm scared to look back, staring at the web of every single crack. Oh, we were beauty, circle design. Now I'm just cutting my hands on what was once mine. Maybe we were meant to shatter. Maybe that's the way it ends, when the strength of the union isn't something that mends. I'm tired of the holding, I'm tired of the pain. I'm standing in the center of the emotional rain. Just glass, just sharp edges fading away. It doesn't fit anymore. The map of us is folded in the dark, a paper heart that lost its missing spark. I'm walking through the rooms we used to share, running hands through thin and empty air. You left your silence hanging on the wall. I'm waiting for the floor to let me fall. And oh, it's the gravity of a goodbye, it's the weight of the stars leaving the sky. I loved you like a tether, loved you like a chain. Now I'm just a ghost haunting the rain. We were a masterpiece that came undone, chasing the shadow of a setting sun. The clock is ticking slower than the pulse, living in the wreckage of our false results. I see you in the colors of the street, and every bitter taste